Can y'all hear me there at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You are here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested for. As you stand here before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by you if you plea out your case, or the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. The guy in the front row is like out of it and sleeping. If someone could raise him up. I will determine this morning whether you'd like to represent yourself, whether you'd like to hire an attorney, or whether you'd like the public defender's office to represent you. If you haven't had the opportunity to make a phone call, please let me know. I'll make sure that happens this morning. And finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent. Could someone get the door for Miss Newby? And I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded. There's an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. And anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. First case is Alicia Norek.
Good morning.
Hi, Miss Norek. What's your date of birth?
11/7/84.
All right, Miss Norek. You are here today charged with a violation of probation. It looks like it's out of Pasco County. So there is probable cause for your arrest. They want no bond on that warrant right now, so we're going to keep that at no bond. Pasco County is going to come pick you up sometime within the next 5 days, and when you get over there, you'll get a court date, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Katie White. Hi, Miss White. You are also here for a violation of probation out of Pasco County, so there is probable cause for your arrest. They want no bond on that right now, so we're going to keep that no bond, and Pasco County is going to come get you sometime within the next 5 days. And when you get over there, you can work out, get a court date from them, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Roy Griffin. Hi, Mr. Griffin, what's your date of birth?
3/3/77.
All right, you are here this morning for a count of sexual battery. There was no bond on that, and domestic battery. There's no bond on that right now. I did find probable cause for both of these, as well as it's a warrant issued by Judge Merritt, signed on August 9th.
How's there no bond?
Did you want to represent yourself? You want to hire somebody? You want the public defender's office?
I want to hire somebody. How do I not have a bond?
Because it's domestic in nature and pursuant to Florida statute, you don't get a bond until you see me in the morning.
All right, thank you.
I'm not done with you. Get back here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what we're trying to work out right now, okay?
All right,
So you want to hire an attorney? Do you know who you're going to hire?
Not right off, no.
Okay. State and super prior record.
Yes, Your Honor. Beginning in 1998, misdemeanor battery conviction, cocaine possession. 1998, adjudicated guilty on trespassing. He is a convicted felon. Another trespass conviction out of Pasco in 1999. Marijuana possession conviction, paraphernalia conviction. Violated his probation, ×2. Convicted felon again, violated his probation again. Grand theft and an FTA conviction, 2006. Some sort of fraud out of Pasco County. Also with Willis out of Pasco County, 2006. August 2006, DV. Dropped. 2010 to 2011, misdemeanor battery conviction. 2013, violated his probation on that. ×2, simple assault, 2015, conviction. 2016, violated his probation on that simple assault. That's all I can confirm this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, I have an address for you on Drew Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am. No.
How long have you lived there?
I've just been there for about a week because I've been working in Fort Myers.
Okay. Do you have okay, what kind of work do you do?
Roofing.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a bond on these cases because the law tells me that you're entitled to a bond. For count number 1, sexual battery, I'm going to set your bond at $25,000. For count
What?
For count 2, domestic battery, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case the victim wants to file an injunction against you. I'm going to order that you have absolutely no contact with Teresa Lynn O'Donnell. Okay, no direct contact or no indirect contact. Do not write her, do not call her, do not email her, do not have anyone else write, call, or email her. If you do have any contact whatsoever with Teresa O'Donnell while this case is pending, you'll be arrested on a new charge and you'll be held without bond until you resolve all your cases. Do you understand?
Yeah. When can I file for a bond reduction?
You can talk to the attorney that you said that you're going to hire about that. We'll see you back
I won't
in
be able to
court.
hire.
I'm sorry?
Sorry. I won't be able to hire one now when my bond that high.
Okay, do you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
Yes.
Okay, I will go ahead and appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and I'll see you back to court November 6th at 8:30 a.m., okay?
All right, thank you.
Antonio Hardy?
Oh, Your Honor, can we get GPS as a condition of bond? I apologize.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, why?
Why?
Huh?
Because it's a sex.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Mr. Hardy, can you hold on 1 second? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a sex offense. We'd like to have the GPS as a condition of bond.
Okay. All right. Which I normally do when it's a victim under a certain age. And this isn't that, and I know he's got a lot of prior record which reflected in his bond, but I didn't hear a lot of FTAs.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do that at this time, but if the state wants it, they can file a motion in front of Judge Toner, and I'm sure he'll be happy to entertain that.
That'll work.
All right,
Thank you.
Mr. Hardy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
3784.
All right. All right, Mr. Hardy, it looks like you have an active case out of Hillsborough County, a failure to appear on, it looks like some type of either driving unsuspended or no valid DL or something like that. Nevertheless, they have
I was doing 10 days over the weekend, and
Okay.
I did 9 days, and I had 1 day left, and at that time, Irma was coming, and
Okay.
they called us and told us not to show up to come in that following Friday, and I never came.
Okay. All right.
So
Well, it
that's-
sounds like you're going to end up doing more than that 1 day that you have left. So what's going to happen is there is probable cause for your arrest. And they want no bond on that right now, so we're going to keep that in no bond. Hillsborough County is going to come pick you up sometime within the next 5 days, and when you get down there, you'll get a court date with them, okay?
Why I gotta be so long? I can't get R&R and handle
No,
that?
no, I don't have jurisdiction. That's what Hillsborough County wants. That's what we're going to do. I don't have jurisdiction to change what they want. We got to get you down there so you
okay.
can talk to that judge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All right.
Timothy King. Mr. King, what's your date of birth?
7/31/23.
All right, you are here today for a domestic battery. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
No, I'll hire an attorney.
Okay, do you know who you're going to hire?
Maybe the one I'm already using.
Okay, who do you have?
Bruce Snow.
Okay. All right, state, does he have a prior record?
1997 DUI with no disposition showing. Forgery with hold. Nellis, 1998. 2000, a dropped work structure. 2001, Willis. 2017. Not sure if he has an open case. Showing a Hernando arrest. on DB. It's got to be the instant case to it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Mr. King, I have an address for you on Gaucho Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
7.5 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a warehouse manager for the last 20 years.
Okay.
I also have a side business as well.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you a bond of $2,500 on this. As a condition of bond, I want you to have no contact with Melanie King. Do you guys live together?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
We have children together, though.
Okay. All right. How old are your children?
15 and 11.
Well, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Melanie, okay? Do not call her, do not write her, do not email her, and do not have anyone else call her, or write her, or email her. If you have the ability to get in touch with your children, then I'm not going to prevent any contact with them at this time. I'm going to leave that up to a circuit court. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Melanie wants to file an injunction against you. If she does file an injunction against you, we need to know where to find you, and you'll be served while you're in custody today. In that injunction, if she does file one, it'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her car, her home, or anywhere that she frequently goes. Any way that you can imagine having contact with Melanie, I forbid you to do so. If you see her out somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. If she calls you, you should really hang up the phone. I'm going to order that you have no contact with her whatsoever. If you do have contact with her while this case is pending, you'll be charged with another crime, and you'll be held without bond until all your cases are resolved. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're going to see you back to court on November 1st at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Michael Manis. Hi, Mr. Manis. What's your date of birth?
7/1/88.
Okay. You are here this morning for the first case I have is a battery on a law enforcement officer resisting an officer without violence and a battery. Bonds are $5,000, $1,000, and $1,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender on all of your cases?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender's office. I have an address for you on Orchard Parkway in Ridge Manor. Is that where you live?
Right.
All right. How long have you lived there?
12 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. I'm going to keep the bonds the same on that case, $5,000, $1,000, and $1,000. I also have you here today for a violation of probation. It looks like you might have been on probation out of Sarasota County. So I do find probable cause for your arrest on that. We're going to hold you with no bond on that until you resolve your cases here, and then you can work it out with Sarasota County. And I also see that you have a violation of probation case out of Hillsborough County.
I'm not on probation in Hillsborough County. I was in drug court there, and they had terminated it.
Okay.
So I'm not in, I don't know why they have that.
When do you think that your probation was terminated?
I know for a fact it was, I went to court, and then they had graduated me successfully because
I'm asking you when.
Probably 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay. I'm looking at something
It was
from...
Judge Paponio in drug court in Tampa, which I've completed it.
Okay. Well, it shows here that your scheduled termination from that probation is 2020.
Is there any way you could fix that?
Well, I can't fix it, but your attorney can. We'll have your attorney look into it, okay? So for right now, we have the Hernando County cases, and we have the Sarasota violation of probation that you're going to be held on for no bond. And then what we'll do is we'll keep this one how it is right now, no bond out of Hillsborough County. And what I'll ask is, I've appointed the public defender on all of your cases. I'll ask the public defender to look into it, and then if you're not on probation out of Hillsborough County, we'll have you come back into first appearance tomorrow, and we will readdress that, okay?
Alright.
All right.
Also, I wasn't able to make a phone, given the opportunity to make a phone call.
Okay, well, make sure you get a phone call there today, okay? As long as you're being cooperative with the deputies there, you can have a phone call, right?
That's another thing. I've been cooperative since I got here. I don't know why I'm
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Okay?
Is there any way I could see medical? I think I have a broken rib. I haven't been able to see medical or nothing.
Okay, well, that's really up to the jail, and if you have a medical problem, I'm sure they'll take you over there, okay?
Alright.
All right. Gregory Rapp.
What was the return date on Mr. Manis, Judge?
Madam Clerk.
November 6th.
Hi, Mr. Rapp. What's your date of birth?
9/12/79.
Okay. You are here today for a violation of pretrial release. It looks like that you were ordered not to have any contact with Stacy Pettit pending a case, and that allegation here is that you did. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yes, please.
Appoint the public defender's office. Is this is the victim in my case 2017 MM3297? Is that who he had contact with?
3292, yes, Your Honor.
3292, sorry. Okay, so the victim in that case is Stacy Pettit?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, if the court's willing to entertain it, say we have an offer this morning.
Okay, what's the offer?
Instead, we offer an adjudication of guilt, 12 months probation with early termination, BIP, random screens, 12-hour anger management course, peaceful contact with the victim, fines and court costs. That would be to resolve both cases, Your Honor.
Is there a straight jail offer if you just wanted to do jail?
No, Your Honor, but State would be asking for an RCO.
That's all right. Okay. Mr. Rapp, do you want to go ahead and resolve both of your cases today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you hear the offer from the state? Did you hear what they were looking for?
No, ma'am.
Okay. They're looking for 12 months probation. So you'd be on probation for a year. You'd have to do the Batterers Intervention Program, which is 26 weeks of counseling. You'd have to do random drug screens at your own expense. You want a 12-hour anger management and the BIP in both of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. An anger management class, peaceful contact with the victim only, and then you'd have to pay fines and court costs that are going to be about $1,500. Is that something you want to go ahead and take care of today?
And that would let me out of here today?
That would get you out today, but you'd need to make your way down to probation.
Absolutely.
By tomorrow at 4?
Yeah, before 4.
Okay. By tomorrow before 4.
That's acceptable, thank you.
Okay, and if you don't go to probation, there'll be a warrant out for your arrest, okay?
Of course.
Okay, raise your right hand for me. Swear from testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, put your hand down. Okay. You understand by taking a plea on these cases today, Mr. Rapp, that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
With regard to the first case, 2017 MM3292, was that a charge of battery?
Yes, Your Honor,
Okay.
misdemeanor battery.
The charge of misdemeanor battery. How do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. Are we doing withhold or adjudication on the battery?
Adjudication, Your Honor.
I adjudicate you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 12 months probation. As a condition of probation, you need to do the following things. You need to take batterer's intervention program, random drug screens at your own expense, a 12-hour anger management class. You need to have only peaceful contact with the victim, and you're going to have fines and court costs in that case of about $820. Is that right, Madam Clerk? Okay, about $820 in that case. You'll have up to a whole year to complete those conditions. If you complete them early, you can automatically terminate from probation. And the next case I have here, violation of pretrial release. How do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I guess it's 2 counts. Is that right? State, are you showing the same thing, that it's 2 counts for this one?
Moment, Your Honor.
I'm showing that on the PC, 2 counts.
I just don't know where in the PC it's showing 2. I mean, I know it says the number 2.
Yes.
But looking at the affidavit, I'm wondering where the 2 counts are.
Your Honor, it might be that my ex-wife.
You might not want to say anything, okay? Don't say anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, the allegation is one time they see you driving off in her truck and one time they see you outside the residence with her. So I guess that would be the 2 counts. You want to take care of both of those cases today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how do you plead to those violations of pretrial release? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I'm going to give you a withhold adjudication on these. You'll have the same 12 months of probation concurrent with 2017 MM 3292. And you'll have fines and court costs that you have to pay on this case. Madam Clerk, is that about $600?
Yes, Your Honor.
$591? All right, of about $591. And you'll have the whole year to pay that off. If you pay it off early, you can early terminate from your probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good luck.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Am I getting ROR today, or do I still have to bail or bond out, or?
Sir, none of those things apply because you've taken care of all of your cases. You've pled your cases. So what you need to do is you need to report to probation by tomorrow at 4 o'clock, okay? You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You can go today. But the latest you report to probation is tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and then you start your probation. So ROR and bond, those things don't apply right now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Joseph Pisegna.
Morning,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Pisegna, what's your date of birth?
7/13/83.
All right, you are here this morning for a failure to appear.
Yeah, I did appear. I was in court. I even went to the clerk of the court, and then I went to the district attorney, and they told me that these charges were dropped,
Yeah, you
and
went
that
to the
I
district
didn't
attorney.
have court that day.
Okay.
To the district attorney's office on the 4th floor of the courthouse.
Uh-huh.
Me and my father went in there, and we talked to them, and they said that the charges were dropped, and that was that, I thought. But there was a kid by the name of Dale Sturgeon that used my name and was in this county jail for 2 months. And they also sent me paperwork saying that I owed them like $2,000 for being incarcerated, which I was never incarcerated. You know, I was released from prison and I didn't register. So I came and I turned myself in, I bonded out, I went and registered as a convicted felon, and then I went to court. So here I am. I've done nothing wrong. I've gotten in no trouble. I haven't drove. I've done nothing wrong. Is there any way that I can resolve this? I just want to move on with my life and go back to work.
Let me ask the district attorney.
At District Attorney's Office, Your Honor, we offered him 90 days in Hernando County Jail this morning, Your Honor.
They're offering 90 days. You want to go ahead and take care of your case today?
90 days for what? I didn't do anything wrong. Hell no, I ain't taking no 90 days. No, thank you.
Sir.
Okay,
Sir,
we'll set your bond at $5,000. We'll see you back to court on November 8th at 9 a.m. I've appointed the public defender. Robert Stacks. Mr. Sachs, what's your date of birth?
4/25/78, ma'am.
Mr. Sachs, you were here this morning for domestic battery. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Defender's office.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. State, does he have a prior record?
Yes, Your Honor, beginning as a juvenile in 1995, further big conveyance, 1998 as an adult, possession of LSD, to withhold, 1998 November, interference with child custody times 2 and 1 attempt child custody, all convictions. 1999, violated his probation on those charges. 2000, resisting without, conviction. Fleeing to elude, also a conviction. 2000, false reports with no resolution showing. 2000, out of Hernando, felony battery, conviction. Resisting without as well. 2001, did a minimum mandatory sentence of 3 years in prison out of felony possession. 2006, aggravated battery on a pregnant person, dropped. 2006, possession of methamphetamine conviction, misdemeanor dwellers conviction, possession of cannabis, and paraphernalia. Looks like you're back to the Department of Corrections for that. 2009, DV misdemeanor conviction, possession of a firearm by a felon conviction. 2013, FTA, looks like a battery charge, times 2. Also an FTA on Willis. 2014, fleeing to elude, again, conviction. No motorcycle endorsement, also conviction. 2015, criminal mischief arrest. I'm not showing a resolution on that here in Hernando. 2015, possession of firearm by convicted felon, conviction, again. 2015, FTA. 2016, bunch of drop charges, felony battery, trafficking in meth, possession of marijuana, possession of firearm by convicted felon, all dropped. 2016, conditional release violation, not showing a resolution, and an FTA on that charge. It looks like he has a pending charge in Pasco, grand theft, statutory.
Is that it?
That's it, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Sachs, I have an address for you on Reynolds Street in Jade City. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long you live there?
All my life, ma'am.
Do you have a job?
No, ma'am. I was working. Yeah, I do have a job. I have a, not on the table, ma'am, but I do work.
Okay. Just forgot.
Cut trees.
All right.
Ma'am, is there any way I can get ordered on this charge? Because this charge is like so far old, and me and the old lady still talk. Like yesterday, I took her to work, and she told me that when she called, she didn't mean to call and say what she said because
Mr. Sachs,
lying. But
this
whatever.
is the public defender. You shouldn't be admitting to contact when there's a no contact provision in place.
I don't
Nobody
know.
even got to include me.
Yeah, I don't, Mr. Sachs, I don't know if there's a no contact. You're here today for a battery, and it does show that it's from January of 2010, so I am aware of that.
I'm just saying, nobody's ever got a hold of me and told me that took place.
Okay,
So
I hear you. I
I
don't know why this is all coming out now. I don't have all those details, but that is something that you can talk to your attorney about. Someone will come out and meet you real soon, and you guys can go over it together, okay? But I'm going to have to deny your motion for ROR today because the statute does not allow me to ROR anybody on a domestic battery, so I cannot ROR you on that, okay? I'm going to set your bond at $20,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Laura Bullman. Do not call her, do not write her, do not email her, and do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her, okay? Any way that you can imagine having contact with her, I forbid you to do so. I'm going to hold you till 4 o'clock today so that she can file an injunction against you if she wants to. In the meantime, your attorney is going to come out and see you if you can't bond out, and I encourage you to have these discussions with your attorney, okay?
So my bond is $200.
Your bond is $20,000. And we'll see you back to court on this case on November 6th at 8:30 in the morning.
Your Honor, just to clarify, you said that the allegations are from 2000?
That's what the warrant says.
Because it's got a 17 case number.
The warrant was signed in 2017 for allegations from 2010. That's what it appears to me. Okay. William Palmer.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Palmer, what's your date of birth?
8/25/87.
Okay. You are here today for a burglary of a conveyance.
Yes, ma'am.
I did find probable cause for that. This looks like it's part of the burglaries that you were already arrested for. Date of offense are all around the same, the 922, 923. So
Yes,
there's
ma'am.
probable cause for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the bond at $5,000, and we're going to appoint the public defender. You want the public defender on this case?
Yes, ma'am. I already have one, but
That's
yeah.
what I thought. Okay. We'll appoint the public defender, and we'll see you back to court. We'll put them all of your cases are already on 1031. We'll put this one on 1031 as well, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Can we get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day.